Just remember that the goal is for us all to capture all we want. Yeah. Just surround yourself with yourself. Run back to squares. Send an instant karma to me, and I shall live with love and care for yourself. 'Cause it's time and time of your time, and its news is captured for the queen to use.
Sorry, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. I want to get the world in that picture. While I talk, I'm not gonna change it out from this. We'll leave it right there. So here I am. You know, a couple of videos ago, I've been doing has been on the same subject, and I showed you the website of this guy. Give him full credit for what I'm talking about here. I'm just gonna leave it on here because I don't know how to turn it around back to me. So this money system that we're operating under is nothing but the devil's own system. This is causing us to do things that we would not do to each other otherwise. And this whole program, this was an hour, and I showed it. I shrank the screen. Look it up. Look at it for yourself. They throw religion and Jesus Christ out on it. No religion, no politicians, no fascists. But the only underlying problem we have in this world is the evil that is around us all the time. It's not human evil. Bad things happen all the time. This planet's constantly erupting. It's doing stuff. So I don't know, you know what I mean? To have a perfect world, God didn't give us that authority. Well, I guess he kind of did. It was already a perfect world, and we ended up and gave out the authority to Satan. But these guys are kind of side-skirting that. But back to this, what I like about this is we need to give the money back to these idiots. It's nothing anyways. This freaking paper we're running around for is nothing but a pile of paper that says I can go to the store and you know, go buy food. Well, I can just go work at the Big White down the street over here. Tell the guy, listen, I don't want to work for money. I just want to work for credit towards food. You know, I work for a week and let me buy, you know, whatever, $100 worth of food. done. You know, obviously they gotta do the tax thing, so you're gonna have to grab the cash to go do it. But you gotta realize what's going on here. We have put this dollar, this paper money, in between the trade of person to person. You know, I gotta shut the heat off. It's like hot in here. Temperature must be high outside. But the Old Testament, they traveled with their animals. The animals were their food. The lambs, the cows, the chickens. All they did that meant wherever they moved to, they brought their food with them. They kept it alive until they slaughtered it, killed it, and ate it. So they didn't need refrigeration. What we did is we created this fake paper economy that says, "Oh, we can build all kinds of equipment," which is fine. The way these guys talk, we can do the same thing but better and more efficient. But it really, human nature really does play a big part in this, because they're claiming we only have to work 3% of our time in a year, or something like that. He was saying. So I mean, who would not donate a week a year to go work at whatever facility, a totally automated system? And they're right. You would want to work this system to stay free within the system. That way, there's no rich and there's no poor. Everybody's the same. We all live in pretty much the same kind of houses. They show those little cities they made, very efficient cities. But this is, I mean, the Zygeese guys. I hacked his name, but I mean, they're looking at it from after the mistakes were made. They have the luxury of looking at it after the fact. And they can throw God out because it's convenient, and say, well, we can do it better. Well, we can't. It's been 6,000 years. We haven't figured it out yet. I mean, come on. We're going to finally figure it out the last couple of years we're left on this planet, or 10 years, 100 years, whatever. I dread. Maybe God wants us to figure this out, to change the economy to this, instead of a debt-based economy, it's what do they call it? I think it was a resource-based economy, where we will be so efficient with the resources, not wasteful, and not burying potatoes like the Idaho Potato Company did during the pandemic, or oranges in Florida. They got too many, so they're going to leave in stockpiles so they can bring the price of oranges up. None of that shit. The food gets passed out as it's made. God made it abundant, and God has yet to charge us for the land on this planet. He has yet to throw a bill on us saying, "You owe me this." All he asks is that you find his door and you use it. That's all he's asking. And yet we went way out of our way. We created our own fake economy, our own paper. No, I won't call it fake. Our own human economy, our own utopia of the world. Look at the devastation that this thing is causing. Look at the shit going on in Africa and all these other countries. They're saying, what they say? A couple hundred kids are dying every day in Africa from starvation. We're throwing away food on this side, And yeah, they always say, well, don't eat all your food because there's starving people in the world. Well, maybe don't eat all your food. Maybe be efficient with your food and spread it around. These people are starving not because there's no food. They're starving because they don't have the paper to purchase the food in the system. We don't have a food problem. We have a paper monetary problem, and we need to solve that. But unfortunately, the Bible does state that we don't solve it, that there will always be poor in the world because they won't let go of that system. There's been assassinations and murders and shutting down of people throughout history, and this guy brings it all out. I like how he brings it all out, how there's been assassinations. Venezuela, what Venezuela's going through, had gone through a couple of years back. They overthrew the good government so they could put the clown back in and totally destroy Venezuelan economy. Cause for what? For the oil. I mean, we got electric technology that ain't perfect, like Tesla. Okay, they're doing the LiFePO batteries, the lithium batteries, right? And I'm getting some batteries pretty soon, but I'm going with the salt battery. It's double the life of a car battery technology. The acid battery is double the life of that, but it's half the life of the lithium battery. But I don't want that kind of chemical around me. I don't want it around me. Salt's fine, and salt doesn't freeze, so I don't have to worry about where I'm going. If I want to hang up in the Northeast with my family during the winter, my salt batteries, they're salt. They don't freeze. I won't have any of that problem. And the lithium batteries, just for a thought, if you do one thing wrong with those batteries, they screw up and they break and they fail, and yeah, warranty, return it, blah blah blah, all that kind of crap. But why even get into that whole argument? And I'm starting to not, and people are saying it. There's little snippets of noise coming out that they're not as efficient as they're claiming. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it smart, not safe. And I'm gonna go with the salt battery. It's half the money. Half the money. I think I haven't looked it up in a while, but I'm going with the salt battery. I'm gonna load up my van with them. I'm gonna go full solar, and I'm actually gonna consider and the reason why I got this van mainly is because I actually want to eventually put a couple of Warp 9 electric motors on that thing. If I travel the way I'm thinking, only moving like 100 miles every couple of weeks, those things will last me forever. I can power up the batteries and just drive until they start going dead again, and just let them, just the batteries regenerate. But I'm looking to be very efficient in the near future. I'm hoping to find a group of guys out there that are dealing with any kind of electric. A lot of guys are dealing with solar and all that. I know. What's that guy's name? He's up here, and I think he's in Dorchester. I may be insulting where he's at, but Rich rebuilds. He's been going round and round with Tesla, and I don't know if he's denounced. I think he put a gas motor in a Tesla car, because he actually tore apart a Tesla battery, and he said the amount of control Tesla has on that battery, he said it took them a long time to get that basically broken into. Kind of like your cell phone when Verizon or AT&T owns the phone, you got to break into it to get it so you can have it open. Well, that's what he did to the Tesla battery. He broke into it, I think. Not sure. I'm not gonna. Don't hold me to it on what he did, but you have to go look it up. But this is our world, and actually I should play it till it says that, huh? It might be better for the picture. Hold on a minute. There it is. Yeah, we'll stay with that. This is your world. And it is our world. This is the world that God made for us. There is not another planet like this. Good luck with finding the other one that's out there. I like the movie Don't Look Up. The what I call a second ending, when they finally land on the other planet, in the Goldilocks zone. I mean, we are so stupid as humans. It's ridiculous. But we get all the resources we have right here. Like I said, we have oceans of salt, okay, that we can use to make battery power with. But instead, we're gonna go to this finite resource because they can charge more for it, because the finite resource scarcity increases the value. This is what this whole system's all about. You can make batteries for 10 cents. It costs nothing. A nickel plate, and a I don't know, a galvanized plate, metal plate, whatever. Two different types of metal, and two wires coming out, and a bunch of salt. And you get yourself a battery. You get one cell of a battery. What'd that cost you? $2-3? You know what I mean? Give me a break. And it's just crazy how inefficient we are. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I encourage you guys to look into this guy's programming. He does have a nice idea. It just he forgets that we're human. He thinks that we're all going to get along someday. And It's possible, but the narcissists will never allow it. So we're gonna have to do a bunch of assassinations of our own if this is ever gonna happen. And of course, now I said the big bad word. I'm gonna post it, but I have no intention of even being involved in stuff even remotely. I could care less. Let them choke on it. But you know what we're gonna do ultimately? We're gonna give them their money back. Give them their money back, just like this. The ending of this movie. Give it back to them, and let them choke on it. Say we're done with your economy. We can grow our own food. Like I said, that the earlier video, you can take a potato, cut it in four, plant it in 4 different buckets. You're gonna have about 4 pounds, 4 to 8 pounds of potatoes in like what 40 days, 90 days, something like that. I don't know how long a potato takes to grow, but you know, and then not micro, what do you call that, micro growing or something like that. I was looking into that earlier last year during the worldwide sit down to grow my own food, but I want to start traveling. So I'm like, well, how do I do that while I'm traveling? So I'm gonna figure that out. Now that I got a van, it'll have a tow hitch on it. I may just tow my food around with me. I don't know, because like I said, I'm not gonna be moving all that far, all that fast. So I'm definitely gonna research that in the near future, because I want to start growing a lot of my own stuff, and buying less and less. I want to get off the system in every way possible, and I don't want to have to buy fuel anymore. I mean, there's going to be costs in this. So this is it's a big financial undertaking. Those Warp 9s, I think, cost like $5,000 just for the motor. So it's not a cheap venture, but I'll probably come across some stuff. If these guys start dumping out on the electric stuff, I'll just grab it. You know, everybody's looking to do this stuff for profit. Got to do it for profit. Everybody's got to get over that fake paper money shit. And gold's not the answer either, because these idiots will confiscate it, or they'll kill you for it. You know what I mean? So it can't. There can't be any kind of monetary. God didn't give us a bar of gold when we were born. Like I said, when the doctor slapped us on the ass, that was, and we cried. That was the confirmation that God said we are complete. We have everything we need. The further development to the age of of teenage age of procreation age, if you will, and then we are fully functional. We have everything we need, and I can tell you right now, had we gone more along with God, which every civilization hasn't done it, if we included God in it as he wants, he created this. He's the one that's done it. He's the one that's given us all this knowledge in our minds collectively to put all this together for the betterment of one another. It doesn't mean that we have to, we don't dump God like a bad habit. I mean, he wants to see us prosper. He doesn't want to see us groveling in the dirt. He wants us living in nice places, necessary nice places, not what the hell was that? Not places that are where one person's rich and one person's poor, one person has a mansion, one person has a little tiny shack in the back, but not living equal, not living as cookie cutters either. I mean, some people are going to want to live on the ocean. I mean, my brother-in-law and my sister, they're talking about getting a boathouse on the ocean. I always thought about a boathouse. That'd be cool. What happens? What would be the harm if some part of the year you go live on a boathouse somewhere, and then the other half of the year you come up and you live up in a house, and then somebody flips with you. You just split the year with somebody else on the houses. I mean, what's wrong with that? But it could have, like I said, I always go back to the Bible could have been written in such a way that the minority was lost, the majority was saved, as in accepted the truth, But you got to figure out the truth for yourself. I'm not here to beat you over the head that what I'm thinking is correct. You got to come to your own terms on it. I'm just going to repeat what I believe. I went to a church. I learned a lot, but I saw everything going on. I didn't ignore the ignorance in the church. I saw how the people in the church were. Okay, so it's a college education, and you've got to see it for what it is. But be careful. The religious trap is there. You can get sucked into that religious delusion and think you're all set for the rest of your life. And God's not going to throw you out. You accept the Son, you accept the Son. You want to suffer the hard way, go for it. That's what I'm getting at. You want the simple life of Jesus, or you want the work hard to get to Jesus. It's up to you. It really is up to you. It really doesn't mean nothing more than that. And I might as well give you a little shot of my trailer over here. This is my mess. I'm trying not to show I'm in my underwear, but that's my bag when I leave. That's my late wife's wedding dress. That's the back door that goes down as a deck. I got a light up here. This is another mattress. I had it out fully over here, but I like my little walkway, because this is a walkway to go to if I open that deck up. But this world's screwed. It really is. As of right now, this world is so screwed. We got another war coming up, and who knows where these idiots are going to go with this one. We got this dictator running this show on this side, got that dictator running that show on that side. We got every dictator in between running everything else. We don't have politicians. We have dictators. We don't have a constitution. We don't have a Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights, or whatever they decide is going to be today, but they haven't looked at that Constitution in 100 years. This whole monetary system is so illegal to the Constitution. The whole thing. We're not running any part of the Constitution accurately. But yet, what do? Oh, well, what am I going to do? I'll just go to work. We'll just go to work and we go pay our dues. Legal slavery. That's all it is. Just slave camps. All for what? For the rich to get richer. We're not making nothing off of it, because they're stealing our money. We put our money in a 401k or in the stock market, whatever. They steal it from us. So and they because we don't know the games they're playing, we make a decision in one direction. Well, they go the other direction, suck all the money out, and then we're stuck holding the bag. Half of us lose our house, and we're stuck doing all this other BS, But I don't know. Something's got to change. Something's got to give. I do hope it's the Lord coming back, because this can't keep going the way it is. This just can't keep going the way it is. There's no way. But that said, I'm gonna cut it short. But yeah, check out these videos. They're pretty interesting. Also check out the audio book, The Law. It's about plunder, and we're plundering each other at this point. It's not pretty what we're doing to each other. You look at the book The Law. The other book, Walden, that's a good book. Creature from Jekyll Island, that's another good book. The movie Don't Look Up, the movie Free Man, the movie Ready Player One. All excellent books, excellent movies of current stuff. No joke. Even though the movies they're not comedy. Well, Free Guy's comedy, but there can be a world without banks. We can just live our lives with minimal effort, because we can automate. We have the technology now. Shit, we're making AI robots. Why are we making AI? Why are we making alternative humans when we can't even feed the humans we have? What the hell's the AI robot gonna do? This is like the movie iRobot. What the hell are the robots gonna do in a poor world when nobody's working? What the hell's it gonna do? Shut down these corporations, people. Shut them down. They're pigs. They don't know any better. They're spoiled brats that didn't get slapped when they were kids. They need us to teach them that what they're doing is wrong. I'm not saying Amazon's wrong in and of itself, but why does it have to? Okay, Amazon's got freaking buildings going up all over the place. There's 3 of them within an hour of where I live right now, going up. Why? Why couldn't the mom and pops be out there surviving and thriving? The mom and pops weren't screwing people, because the mom and pops are screwing people, the people would stop going there. So why are we collecting? Why are we collecting? These monopolies are illegal, constitutionally illegal. Democracy, they're not. But we are a constitutional nation, not a democracy. That's the mistake everybody makes. But it's to me, it's too far gone. Because you usually don't go backwards. You know, we keep going forward. So we're not getting better. We're getting worse. We're worse off now than we were when our parents were alive. Oh yeah, we have a lot more prosperity, if you will. But do we? Because when my dad was alive, he was paying 35 cents for gas. By the time he died, he was paying $3 for gas, or at least $2. You know what I mean? It's like it's all relevant. It's all relevant. You know, I can still go buy a top line suit, shoes, and hat and jacket at a suit store for an ounce of gold. Just like back in the day, the Romans could buy their setup, the finest of the finest, for an ounce of gold. It hasn't changed, and that's what you're gonna realize. This paper money, what they did to us, they forced it on us during the big sit down session, so they can make us choke on it now. Telling you what, stop chasing this stuff. Do what you need to do. Don't go after any extra. Shut these guys down. You got to do it, because if you don't, they're gonna keep winning, and the wrong guys are winning. But I'm gonna let it go for now. Love you guys.